You're not going to show anyone how you're energetic? High five? Boop. Okay, Joy. Come on. There the girl. Oh, downward facing dog. Very nice. Very nice. Loop the camera for transition. Good girl. Didn't even have to teach her that one.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Last episode we had another stellar qualifying session where Kimi Räikkönen finished P11 and Antonio Giovinazzi got P8 in that car. And here, this guy has the audacity to say that Kimi Räikkönen has no chance of catching Charles Leclerc tomorrow. Alfa Romeo suck. You're probably right, but that's just rude. And as you can tell, we're getting into the race. Ardennes is such a tight, twisty track. The cars should all be running close to maximum downforce here, surely. This race should be an absolute beauty. Charles Leclerc may be on pole, but that run down into the first corner is a doozy. Charles Leclerc with a stellar pole and Lewis Hamilton just that much off. Bottas close behind in P3 and Carlos Sainz in P4. In P5 and P6 is the Red Bull duo of Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. In P7, Daniel Ricciardo finally gets a solid qualifying effort and Antonio Giovinazzi shocks us all. P9, Mick Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel make up the German row of the grid. Starting our 11th and back, Kimi Räikkönen and Lance Stroll, the very first drivers 1 second off of the pace. P13 and P14 is Nikita Mazepin and Fernando Alonso. In P15 and 16, we have Esteban Ocon and Lando Norris. In P17 and P18, Pierre Gasly, George Russell, and we already know the back row is probably going to be a mixture of, Yuki Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi. Getting into this race, we don't have anything that we can use for Gio, so that kind of sucks with his stellar qualifying effort. Judging by here, it's a 14-lap race. One driver can go onto the ultra softs and then go onto the softs or vice versa. So what I'm thinking about doing is starting the soft on one of them and the ultra soft on the other, so that way they kind of mix. Although that could be one of the worst strategies. We'll see. It might be better just to do super softs onto super softs for both drivers. Although Gio does have the pace to keep up with everyone. It's a real, you never really know what's the best strategy until you get in there. So, I do think that we'll probably rock it with this. Gio showed true pace. He's not the fastest guy out there on any given day. Most of the time we can service his tires, but this time we'll give him the chance to start off with an ultra soft compound, move on to the softs at the end of the race, and hope that he has the extra speed to make it there. That's what we're gonna hope, and Kimi's gonna go super soft onto super soft. Okay, here we are, 5 red lights, and away we go. As you can tell on the left hand side, everyone in the top 8 goes for the ultra softs, and everyone in the middle started on the super softs, while everyone running in the very way back just went onto the softs. So we're going to see a lot of different strategies pull out today, and we're never going to know which one's quite right. So far, being pretty good from both of the drivers. They're working their way up there. They're not at a hindrance yet. These twisty turns really play into our cars, but these long straightaways are going to kill us. We are not built for straightaways. I know it's difficult to say that we're not built for straightaways, but we don't have the speed for straightaways, that is. Antonio actually giving a fight up to passing Leclerc there, which is very surprising indeed. Very surprising. Not a bad surprise, but a good surprise. We're gonna let them boost down these straightaways here. The ultras are ultra fast, just like they said. Mistake up ahead. Verstappen is already in the lead. Hamilton in 5th. So the title fight is still up for grabs for both of those drivers. Raikkonen is falling down pretty badly, if I may say so myself, to 15th. A drive-through penalty up ahead. What happened? Hamilton and Perez. That's 2 free spots for almost everyone on the grid, as they will have to make an extra pit stop. They must have touched each other or corner or something, because that is not very often that I see that happen. At least not in the Formula 1 series. So we're going to speed up ahead, past both of these guys, with both of our drivers. Gio has, what is it, 1 more lap left on these. What is the range? It says 2 to 4. We're on lap 4. So after this lap, he'll go on to the next set of tires. As for Kimi, just hold station, buddy. Yeah, not much gas saving on this track, but also I hope that we're not going to have our car break like it did, or it almost did, last time. As you can tell, our car is definitely not the fastest in the top, because our tire wear is significantly worse than everyone else, but we're going on to the softs with him after this lap. They're super softs. No, just softs. Super softs, he would have to stretch them out, and I don't trust in his tire saving stat. Kimi Raikkonen, on the other hand, is just lagging back there. Not awful, but not his normal cheery self, if that is cheery. Here I was ragging on Gio almost all season. I've been ragging on Gio. I think the car is finally getting to a P8, maybe P10 type of car weekly, which are really starting to play into the hands of our drivers. As we get a nice pit stop here, 4-second one, not awful, not our quickest, not our slowest. We are now in a spot that we are used to, the back. Raikkonen's going to get 1 more lap on these tires, and then he'll come into the pits. Yeah, noticing on the right-hand side, we're not really, there's no fuel for anyone to spare here. Barely remaining on the outside of the fuel window. See, Gio's going down the straightaway all alone, it seems like. This is the halfway point of the race. We should let Kimi pit either here or on the next lap. We might as well do it here if this is the if this is all what we're gonna get. Really depends on how much tire wear there is per lap. If we pit at this point, he should have the faster tires and he won't have to have another in lap. So we'll do that, see if his 1-second pit stop bonus that we gave him is actually that good or not. Let's see. Coming into the pits, and we're sinking like a rock. A 5-second pit. What the heck? Giovinazzi had a faster pit stop, and he doesn't even have the 1-second boost. Ugh. That is a little bit infuriating, as now he's overtaking, or he's fighting Hamilton, which is not a battle we want to be in at all. Not at all. 6 laps remain, and it's starting to look like we might have made a horrible mistake. A very bad mistake, perhaps, but we'll see. All we can do is hope for the best with the strategies, and if we did do a horrible strategy, I'm going to blame being sick, or at least slightly sick on that, because I can't blame Joy. Yeah, she's still around, she's still just sleeping over here to the left of me, so we're set there. 5 laps remain. Judging by that, the 8% should definitely be fine for those number of laps, and Kimi Raikkonen should be fine. Yeah, we haven't built an engine, so we can't build an engine, sadly. That's the big thing. All the leaders should come into pits this lap. We're going to let Kimi attack with his tires a little bit. Gio, on the other hand, should have a stellar finish, because he should be able to get past, what, 5 drivers soon on pit lanes alone. Yeah. I do like Kimi more than Gio, but whatever is best for the team is what's best for the team. Looking up ahead, we have 1 with Tsunoda, 1 with Russell, and then 2, maybe 3 other drivers in front of Gio will be pitting, which should give Raikkonen a chance to catch up to them. As we're going to put him back down to the lower setting as he's getting passed by Perez. Not the best showing from Raikkonen so far. Not at all. Giovinazzi coming down the back straightaway. With only a few laps to go, we're letting him push a little bit further. Yeah, they're trying to make it to the end is what it looks like. I don't think they're going to be able to make it though. Yep, Gio will make it on his tires with pushing at roughly 11% per lap, which is how much we lose per lap. As right now he's back in the points. Kimi Raikkonen is not yet pushing, but he is there. You gotta be shocked from Kimi here. I mean, he's not put up the best racing yet, but it could be just because of the strategies. 3 different strategies are going on today. 4 if you count the 2 people who had penalties and had to restart, as now we're getting into the last lap, so I need them to push with everything they got. This is not what I was expecting, in all honesty. Felt like we could have done a lot better already. We're just gonna have to be hopeful that all these people who stretch their tires not crash, but have no tires left. As Gio is starting to catch up, I don't think it's going to be enough for either of my drivers to catch up to anyone, though, sadly. Gio might be able to get past someone else as he's getting past him, it seems like. Oh, that's just great. Wow. That's a real stinker of a race. On pit strategy alone, that many drivers got ahead of us, and I can't hate them for that. So it looks like the super soft onto super soft was a horrible strategy for Kimi Raikkonen. He plummets from getting P11 to P16, while Gio, I think, held station, P8 to P8. I could be wrong, editor, or I'll edit it back right. Looking at the top strat. Wait a second. Huh? You can do that? You can do a 0 stop in the game? That's interesting. I did not know that you were allowed to do a 0 stop. We'll keep that in mind, because that's overpowered if that's the case with those cars that are that far down the order. They got a podium and that out of it. That's crazy. Bottas does win the race. That's Gio gets some solid points with 4. Kimi Raikkonen down in 16th. Sebastian Vettel just misses out on points. So the 0 stop is possible. Okay. Write that down, because that's like cheating beforehand. As we get deeper into it, we are solidified ourselves in P8 as Alpha Tauri has finally scored points, but maybe it'll be too little too late. We're over halfway to getting Haas, and we might even get McLaren despite them getting a podium here. As for the Drivers' Championships, Max Verstappen still in the lead, just like he is, or at least when I filmed this, he's in the lead of the points. Valtteri Bottas has now gotten 2nd place, which is not true in real life. Lewis Hamilton's up there in 3rd. Leclerc in 4th, Sainz, Vettel, Perez, Alonso, Schumacher, Ocon, Norris, Stroll. Kimi Raikkonen has fallen down to 13th, which it's alright. Daniel Ricciardo gets 14th, or Pierre Gasly, and then Gio. So good old Gio is now the last of the points runners. Had a few good tussles at 150 miles per hour out there. Life of the midfield can be fun. And for the former 2-time champ, I'm sure it is. Here we are at F2. Yuri Vips, Drugovic, and Roy. Jack Doohan, Schumacher, and Correa are all in F3. Chase Elliott winning a race, most likely a rain race that was called too early, just like in real life, with Kyle Busch and Joey Logano right behind him. What is that doing for the Drivers' Championship? It is letting both of those drivers catch up, but Brad Keselowski still has a great lead in there. And as for in this one, it looks like AJ Allmendinger is the champion of the lower series. and that's Audi Racing. And yeah, like a boss. Just heard from a friend at Mercedes that they've got the new front wing. Hope ours is better. I do too. Kimi Räikkönen and Red Bull have produced some brand new brakes for the next race. I wonder what impact that will have. Well, hopefully not a good one. Apparently Ferrari has had their new front wing ready for Milan. So much of it is about having connections, and here we are with a new connection. And depending on what connections we can get, it will give us different bonuses. That being good bonuses, bad bonuses, just bonuses in general are good. Here we are going to Gio's points, and I think that we can give him extra help in cornering as it's the lowest stat. And just like that, the end of this video, and we should be able to produce a new piece for Kimi in the next episode, and hopefully we can get our drivers into the points again, because it seems to be a regular occurrence for us now, which is great. So maybe it's Jerry Jude from the Broncos and Alabama that's helping us. Maybe it's Levi. Maybe it's a very annoying Chief. But who knows? I'm just like a boss, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.